All right, so I am in the process of calling over to our wonderful and beautiful, fantastic gentleman himself. The champion of the realm. The best dressed man on Mixer. The king of card decks. King of card decks. Whoa. Boom. Boom. Wait, what? Why did that do that? Oh, because of last night. Why is that continuing to do that over and over and over again? There we go. There we go. There we go. Annoying husband. Thank you so much to the host. Oh, hey. Bro, it's gonna go so well.
I mean, I'll just turn on this voice. Jesus.
How's that, Apache? You got it?
Jesus. Thought you had to go XLR. What do you mean?
I mean, here, I'll turn him up. I'll turn him up.
Do I need to turn on my camera and shit?
Well, I mean, I've got it up. No audio from call? Wait, what?
Don't you gotta go XLR?
No, I don't. I don't have the money for that. Jesus. Here, try again.
Sell that camera, go get you a C930. We can afford to go XLR. Simple.
Sell the camera. Sell the camera, he says. All right, try chatting again, Metro.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Is that better? You guys got it, Apache?
Can you hear me? It ain't on my end.
Faint. On my end, literally on my end, he's peeking into yellows to you guys.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me reset Discord right quick. Since she think it's on my end, but it ain't. Let me reset the Discord. I'll be right back.
I apologize if he comes in and blows your eardrums out. I'm literally like, I've got it at almost 0 decibels on Streamlabs, and I've got voice meter at 200%.
I'm here. Better turn me up. Turn me up. Can you hear me, sir?
Perhaps drop myself? Okay, all right. I can turn myself down.
Drop yourself. Turn
drop
me all the way
yourself. All right,
drop yourself. Turn me all the way up, sir. Who was that guy that said all the way up? Yeah, he wrote that song for me.
All right, I think that's working perfect. All right, cool.
Are we good?
Yeah. Now and then, if I do this,
there you go. Hey, no green screen today.
hello,
like
welcome. Wow,
like
a non-green screen Metro. What are the odds?
You getting a sneak peek of some new shit.
Punk Rock, thank you so much for the host. The sneak peek. So now,
sneak peek of some new stuff, sir.
To anyone who doesn't know, MetroBirdMan. Well, sorry, he's down. He's down there. MetroBirdMan.
Why'd you put me on the bottom, man? What the hell?
Well, why is your camera bigger than mine?
That's what she said.
You walked right into that one. You walked right into that one, boy. I can do this all. I'll be here all week, folks.
Usually, yeah, you are, right? All day, every day.
Yeah. From Friday. What about tomorrow? I'll be here tomorrow too if Hammer wants me. You on 18 plus, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah,
okay.
yeah, all day, every day. Even when I'm playing Fortnite, I'm usually set that way. But hey, you know, like you got to be careful out here.
You got to be careful out here in these streets on Mixer, man. Let me tell you.
It gets crazy. So tell us a bit about yourself. Metro's the best dressed man on Mixer. Paladin's
would know
content
today
creator by
'cause it's an off
priority.
day. I'm not wearing a suit. I mean, technically I am. I have a suit on my shirt.
Best dressed.
Yeah, best dressed streamer on Mixer. Also the best hair on Mixer. Although there has been some speculation of somebody trying to take that title.
Magic said you were a skunk.
Yeah, TPD likes to call me a skunk. See, he's highly jealous of my hair.
Oh, really?
And the fact that he can't use magic to make his hair look as good as mine. So I get it. He's just a little jealous, and that's okay because I still love him because he can make cars appear and shit. I can't do that yet.
Does he think it would just like draw in a crowd, or like what do you think? What do you think really drives that?
I think he's just jealous of the hair itself. Because
so he just doesn't
natural.
have the je ne sais quoi of MetroBirdMan.
No, not even close. not even close, sir. Not even close.
So Metro, how long have you been streaming on Mixer? How did you get started?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. So on Beam, right?
Yep. 2.5 years. Only on Mixer. Nowhere else ever.
Well, no, but I mean, like, you started then when it was still Beam. Is that accurate?
Right after they switched over to Mixer.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Right after they had switched over to Mixer, and I had logged in like on the Xbox when it was Beam, so my little thingy shows like I'm one of the original Beam members or something. But that was just like we would stream, like Madden gameplay just so we could watch and play. So it wasn't anything serious. It was just a hobby. It wasn't even a hobby. It was just we just streamed it to have like replays so we could watch it. We could turn FTL off, and then we would be like 5 seconds behind so we could see what happened on the play where somebody tried to score on us and shit.
Right.
So we used it like a cheat system for Madden.
Now I know people used to. We ran into one of the old members of our team. He used to play Madden, and he would tell people like that you can't watch the game. You can't be in here while. Yeah. While we're streaming, otherwise, you're going to know what plays I'm running defensively, and you're just going to run the proper offense play. So I guess that would be a big threat. Is effectively I'm a stream sniping, but with football.
Well, we were playing. We would play HUD squads, so we would be on the same team, but it's they see the game different from like where the quarterback sees the game different from the wide receiver versus the running back. And so like the quarterback would be able to watch from my angle and say, okay, we should have cut here. So let's go back. They're running this defense. Let's try this, cut there and cut inside or whatever. And so we use that to our advantage. That's how I got started on Mixer. Like, but again, it wasn't even a hobby at that point. We just used it for Madden techniques, I guess, if you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
So streaming. How did you decide, and when did you decide? Like, what was the mindset? Like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. What really started to motivate you to put you in the position to do this full time?
A big mentor to me on the platform, King Bailey Bomb. I replied to a tweet of his on Twitter about 2.5 years ago, and he sent me. I sent him an email and said, I want to know more about this streaming thing. And he replied back. He said, join my Discord. I joined the Discord, tuned into his streams, and next thing you know, here I am. Yeah, literally next thing you know, here I am.
So then how did you go how did you go to the point of I would say turning into the full-time aspect? Like when did you know like this was did you have a job before like that you held down as like full-time?
I worked 17 years in the grocery industry. On the backside, not in the stores. I did grocery store layouts, section layouts. Basically, I like when you go to the store and you couldn't find shit because you swear it was up on the top shelf and now it's on the bottom shelf. I'm the reason why. Or I was the reason why. I'm not anymore. I'm the guy that was held responsible for telling them to move all the stuff in the store. So I did that full time, streamed, damn near full time, 5 days a week, 5 hours a day. Then I got a severe case of sciatica, was laid up for Apache about 4 months? No, 3 months. About 3 months. Went back to work. I was fired. And then I said, you know what? We either go, there's no better time now than to see if we can make this work. And hit the bullet, man.
So it was.
Over here first.
I don't avoid shy questions, or sorry, I don't avoid the hard questions. I'm not really a shy question kind of a guy. But so do you feel like you were at like kind of the end of the rope, and that was like the last ditch, to the turnover point that that pushed you towards streaming as a career?
Yeah, it was. I wasn't enjoying my job. I wasn't happy doing what I was doing. I had been doing the specific job for 10 years. Wasn't happy where I was at. Not having a college degree obviously makes it hard enough in the world now. But self-taught, and because I taught myself how to use the programs and all of that stuff at work. And when I got fired, I looked at the expenses and said, well, we're gonna make this shit work. One way or the other, we're gonna make it work. So
Right.
Is it tough some months? Yeah, dude, I ain't gonna lie. Shit, it's tough. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You and Apache will tell you this. I've got for my partner anniversary, they gave me a desk plate. Here, matter of fact, I'll show you. Hold on a second. It's a little dusty, but I'll show it to you. I gotta polish it up because it's all filthy. I ain't cleaned in a minute. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's a little dirty.
CEO of Best Dressed Community Incorporated.
BDC Incorporated. CEO. And I've always said that this is a business. No
Well,
more, no less.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I have to see this as a business because it's my income, right?
Well,
and I'm the CEO. And I'm the mastermind. It's up to me to make this work.
I definitely think that that's a focus, and I feel like that there are a lot of people that, and we were just getting into it about that right before I called you, but this is a business, and you have to run it as such, and everyone can be different in terms of how they run their business, what their drive, what their motivation is, but I think that a lot of the people that decide like, hey, I'm going to be a streamer, it's not about being a streamer. Dan, thank you. It's not about being a streamer. It's about being a business owner, a content creator, and knowing what to do to succeed, or to sometimes make bad decisions to learn, get the experience, and then push it forward from there.
There's two ways you can do this. You either become a jack of all trades and do everything yourself, or you got a lot of money and you can afford to pay people to do shit for you.
Right.
I can tell you of which I am not of the second. So there's that. You work countless hours. Apache will be the first one to tell you, I work nonstop.
Yeah.
It's from 8 a.m. to midnight, sometimes even 1, 2 in the morning, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Yep. Well, and I know that you and I were discussing it, that you've made a lot of your content, a lot of your I should say, like, overlays, graphics, animations. You've done graphics, overlays, animations for other people. Yep. And like you said, being a jack of all trades can come in a lot of handy, because you create your own stuff. I mean, I know even Cabby, he had created his own emotes because he just couldn't afford to pay an artist to create new emotes for him, and he only added 3, but like, at the end of the day, that's still money that you can invest back into your own brand. Yep, so exactly. I would agree.
I've always said this, and some people will disagree with me, but I still to this day believe it firmly. Everything we do is an investment, whether it's financial or non-financial. You're making an investment in somebody or something, whether it's money on it or there's time on it. And everybody always looking for an ROI. Everybody always looking for that ROI, that return on investment. And you're going to make this investment, and it may not pan out, but you're going to learn something from it. Be it good, bad, or indifferent, you're going to learn something from that investment. But you have to make that investment into a person, into a program, into something that you believe. And that's not to say it may pan out, it may not. But you're not gonna know until you make that investment. And that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Well, and I think that there are a lot of people that get caught up into, so another question, I think that there are a lot of people that get caught up into like how can I get what I need back? You know, like I spend time in someone else's channel trying to make myself known, to be a part of their community, to do the whole quote unquote networking thing, which personally I don't agree with, but different topic, different day. But how do I, you know, get as much on my ROI back that helps me grow, because they're only interested in the self?
You never get back as much as you put in. Ever.
How do you deal with that?
You never get back as much as you put in. Because we can break down some figures. You know what I make an hour streaming? Take a guess what I make an hour streaming. I'll tell everybody on Mixer, don't give a shit.
$4.88.
$1.66 an hour.
Boom.
That's a whole day's worth of work from 8 a.m. to midnight. From 8 a.m. to midnight, I make $1.67 an hour. You go do the math.
So I mean, like,
what job are you gonna go out there right now and say, you know what, I'm cool making $1.67 an hour and I'm gonna work from 8 a.m. to midnight? How many people would take that leap of faith and do it?
I mean, a job that you'd be happy for?
Every day is not sunshine and daisies, sir.
Oh, I know. But
let's be real.
Well, yeah,
let's
but
be real.
Let's be real on the counterpoint. You said that you were willing to walk away from your career that you had, that you know that I'm gonna invest my time, my life, my everything into this career.
Yep.
Did you do it because you thought it would make you happy? What you had experienced already from streaming?
I did it because I knew it was what I wanted to do, and the money was not the thing. It was not, okay, well, I can be, you know, blow up and be the next big thing or whatever, or I can be whatever. I don't care about that. I do this because I want to do it.
Right.
I build a community because I want to have a plethora of friends. But we sit in our Discord every night and we play Paladins. There's 10 to 15 people of us in there. And we sit and we just play Paladins all night until everybody gets tired and goes to bed or whatever. I would rather have that than to worry about the money aspect. Now, again, on the back end, it's a business. And you know, these companies come to you and they say, well, we'll pay you X amount of dollars. And I look at it and I'm like, nah, G. Nah. Here's my rate. Here's my rate. This is what it takes for me to do this.
Right.
Or a company comes to you and they say, well, we want to, you know, we want you we want to bring you on board as an affiliate. This is your cut. And this is a problem that most streamers make. They sign up, they go and they get their little 10% code. And I'm not going to mention which company it was. I had a company come to me, gave me the borderline stuff. You know, what they bring in everybody at.
Right.
I said, whoa. I said, we talking business here. You came to me. That means the ball is in my court. This is what it takes for you to bring me on board.
Right.
I'm not settling for 10%. I know my worth. So we went back and forth. We talked. We negotiated. We settled on a nice figure. End of story. A lot of people don't know their worth in this business.
Right.
And they'll just take whatever they get because, oh, I got a code. I can go use code MBM at checkout and save 10%.
Right.
And it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about what your worth is as a person, as an entertainer, as a streamer, as an individual, as a business.
Well, and I think that there's a bit of the wisdom too, and it's something that I know people struggle with, that I know a lot of content creators, you know, have in their mind. When you start out, hey, what's up, Deputy Dad? When you start out and you're trying to get into the industry, to get into, you know, a code, right? To get into a company involvement, endorsement, affiliate, whatever, you know, phrase that you want to stick on it, you have to work.
Affiliate. I hate the term affiliate. I hate that. I absolutely hate the term affiliate. And here's why. Everybody says, oh, it's free advertisement for them. Oh, right. No shit. No shit, it's free advertisement for them. No shit. If it's a product that you believe in, that you stand behind, and you working with this company, that's a partnership.
Yep.
That's a partnership. Because you developed a partnership with them and they developing a partnership in you. You both invest in time in each other.
Yep.
Because there's some companies that they care, you know, well, if you sell X amount, we put you up here. I ain't worried about that. I'm a partnership. I'm here to push your product because I believe in your product.
Right.
And in chain, and, you know, in return, you getting your cut off of it. That's a partnership. That's not an affiliateship. I hate the word affiliate. It's stupid.
Well,
Who developed this word? Can I go do something to them?
Can we do something? It's probably a few years ago they made that, give or take, you know, 1600 1200, you know, give or take.
But it sounds cool. And a lot of the streamers have, oh, well, I'm an affiliate. I can put that on my, it's not an affiliate. You got a partnership with this company.
Well, so I think there's two pieces to the puzzle. So like, you know, I think a lot of the streamers want to start out, and I think that they want to get it because they see that as an opportunity to grow their brand, to say that they're starting to work with the company, regardless of whether or not it's beneficial for them. It's something to stick on their resume. You know, it's kind of like taking a shitty job just because you know that it's going to get you something that you can tack on to get you a better job that you are aiming for. But I think the other piece or the other side of that is, what does the company call it? And are you doing a disservice to your relationship with the company by naming it anything different? You know, it is a partnership on basis, but you know, if the company calls it an affiliation or a sponsorship or a partnership or I don't know.
There's a difference between a sponsorship, an affiliateship, and a partnership.
Yep.
They paying you when it's a sponsor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not you getting a cut on the back end. They paying you up front for a sponsor.
No, I think that there's part of that. I just know that like everyone's always trying to work their way up the ladder, you know?
Oh yeah.
And so they're willing to take a crap deal, is what I would call it, in order to just get their foot in the door and move up the wet work, as it were.
I won't do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's just me personally. That's the way I see it, because I'm not gonna push a product out there that's crap and put it in front of my community and bold-faced lie to them and say, well, I believe in this product when I know in the back of my head that I don't. I'm not gonna tell that to my community and say, well, go buy this because, you know, I believe in it when I don't believe in it. That's just me. That's my ethics, I guess.
So who is MetroBirdMan branded with right now?
Dude, we in brand with ourselves, man.
Well, no, but I mean, like you had said that you worked out a deal with the previous company. Are you still with that company?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Fair enough.
We negotiating on some things behind the scenes.
So something else I know that you do on the back end, you do a lot of call outs on Twitter or tags on Twitter. Like, let's say, for example, you know, you're using Gunner Optics every day. You're using GoXLR's, you know, products, you know, one piece after another. I'm promoting a company. Do you do that with the intention to build a relationship with the branding so that you can try and use that as leverage?
Somewhat.
Okay, just wondering. Do you?
You know how many GoXLRs I've sold in the past 6 months?
12.
One a month.
Okay, so 6.
And I don't do no videos on them on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't do no videos on them on YouTube. I don't, and I should. Don't get me wrong, I should. And there's things that we working on. We in a standstill process, waiting on because of stupid virus. I can't get my stuff here from Amazon. Hashtag media flu. Hashtag bunch of bullshit lies. But whatever. Anyway, we won't get into that. I'm a firm believer in the GoXLR.
Right.
Everybody says, "Oh, well, it's just a digital interface. If your computer go down, you can't use it." Well, fuck! If your computer go down, you can't use the damn mixer. You got any damn way.
Yeah.
What the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. The GoXLR simplifies audio.
Right.
Unless you know audio like the back of your hand and you know what all 45 of them knobs on that mixer does. Most of us don't. Don't lie to yourself. You don't. unless you're an audio god like Mr. F5 Penguin. Shout out to that man's. He knows what all 4,500 knobs do on the mixer. Me, I don't. It simplifies the process, and it makes you have full control over your audio. It is a must-have if you take this shit serious. And most people, when they get it, they intimidated by it. And then when I help them set it up and they understand what it does, and then let's say, for instance, they because I had to actually replace mine. I had mine for about Apache, about a month, and then it went out. It kept disconnecting. It was faulty, so I had to get another one.
Gotcha.
And like them 3 days without my Go XLR, oh my Jesus, dude, I was like,
well, and I know you towed it a lot between your voice modulation and
yeah, I was lost because I had to go get my other mixer. I had to plug it all back in. I'm like, what the hell? I got to turn this button. What? It simplifies audio. It is absolutely hands down the best piece of audio equipment on the market. It's made by TC Helicon. For those of y'all that don't know, TC Helicon is the Rolls Royce in the audio industry. People are like, who's TC Helicon? You better go do your homework. They are the Rolls Royce brand of audio. When it comes to audio and what do they call them? Mixers and all that. Yeah, they're the big boys. But we tag brands on tweets, so they know who I am, and it's not to say, okay, well, later on down the road I can work a deal with them. It does put that in your back pocket, but it says, okay, for instance, everybody knows I wear suits on string.
One or two. I think I've seen you wear one or two. Yeah,
once or twice. You know,
the best dress on mixer.
All of my suits come from Macy's, and the people at Macy's know who I am. They know that I wear their suits, and it's just a matter of, again, them getting a return on their investment. If they decide that they want to invest with us in the brand,
right,
they're going to want a return on their investment. So now the hard part is me convincing people in the community that they need to go wear suits every day like I do. But, you know, that's a whole nother different story. But there's more to it than that. I mean, we have our own clothing line that we have some people out of Canada that make some stuff for us. We trying to transition that. There's always something I'm working on.
There was a company that was down at PAX South that made like leather jackets that were pretty high end. They had a whole booth.
Well, Meta?
And go ahead.
Go ahead, Meta. You talking about Meta Threads?
No, it wasn't Meta Threads. It was they had like a whole Ezio outfit, you know, from Assassin's Creed, and they did a whole bunch of these like, you know, really high end coats. And I thought of you because when we were walking through the booth, they had high end like. Oh yeah, they were great. I think I have a card of them somewhere, but I can find it for you.
Yeah, if you can give me the information, sir, I greatly appreciate it.
I figured maybe that's who you're talking about because they're out of Canada. So, but I'll find it for you. I've got it around here somewhere.
We go through a company in Canada, and for many of y'all that don't know, I'm the only partner on Mixer that offers panties for sale. Nobody else does, and if they did, they didn't do it before me. I can promise you that. And the tagline is wrap your peach in some peach skin. Why? Because they made a peach skin jersey material. And again, this is something that we did on the back end. We did our homework. We did our research. I talked to these people. Me and Apache sat and talked to them. And I said, okay, I got to know that this is a quality product, because if it's not, I'm not going to present it to my community.
Right.
And pitch this product to them. And so I got some, I got some samples in, and did some things, and because we got boxers too, so and they the same peach skin jersey material. Oh my Jesus, you don't even know, sir. If you don't know what peach skin feels, just do yourself a favor, just go buy some. You'll thank me later. Anyway, but we got the product in, and we said, okay, this is what it is. This is, okay, this is a quality product. We can present this to the community. And yeah, do not rub a peach on your bits. Yeah, don't go to your local grocery store and do that, because if you do, don't tell them MetroBirdMan sent you to do it. Disclaimer: I cannot be held responsible if you get arrested in a grocery store for rubbing peaches on your bits. But again, it was, I mean, we made this investment, and in return, they made an investment with us. Say, okay, this is what we can do for you. We got this, this, and this to offer. And I said, okay, cool. And dude, it's gonna turn into a whole clothing line before people realize it.
Well, that's fantastic.
We already doing panties, boxers, leggings, and scarves. And ain't some other stuff working coming down the pipe. We gonna put that damn suit on a duvet cover, boy. Let me tell you. you gonna sleep with a damn suit on.
Well, I'm glad it's working for you. And I know someone had asked, like, do you feel like the promo tweets are more influential than, you know, personal ones, more about like yourself?
Yes and no. They both benefit. Honestly, they both do. And that's why we changing some things. There gonna be some changes to the stream here shortly. I'm just waiting.
Well, I'm excited.
I'm waiting on hashtag media flu to let Amazon send me my shit to my house. There's some things that we working on.
Oh, wait, are those are the changes that I know about then?
Yeah, there's some other stuff too.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely excited for that.
I'm not gonna tell you everything, sir. Come on now. Magician don't ever reveal all of his tricks. Ask TPD about that. He'll tell you. But no, dude, I'm always working on stuff. Always. We forever in business doing something.
Well, I mean, you said yourself you're on the grind, you know, 24/7, 365, day in and day out. Man. So
always.
And
it's
you have to be.
That's just me though. You know, that's just me.
Well, but do you feel like, so I know some people have said, and even people that you and I have both worked with, I know some people have said, I've just seen as much of a return in, let's say, viewership or follows or, you know, whatever it may be from streaming 2 hours a week as I have from, you know, 24 or 30 or, you know, whatever it is. So do you feel personally that one of the most influential pieces to a streamer is the consistency in time as well as how often you're streaming?
Yes and no. And there's a reason why. You have to be consistent because you are a source of entertainment. And okay, let's say your favorite TV show. I'm a huge Deadliest Catch fan. Even though you'll never put me on a boat out in the Bering Sea to go catch crab, I love watching the show. Deadliest Catch come on every Tuesday at like 9 p.m., right? So I know Tuesday night at 9 p.m. I'm gonna go watch Deadliest Catch. Now, what if Deadliest Catch this Tuesday, Deadliest Catch, I go to watch it and it ain't on at 9 o'clock? Well, what the hell? And they switched it to Wednesday at 9 and didn't tell nobody.
Right. You're gonna freak.
You're gonna go Tuesday night. It's Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. Where's Deadliest Catch? They showing Shark Week or some stupid shit. So I'm not gonna watch it.
Right.
And then they didn't tell nobody they're gonna be on Wednesday night. So then nobody show up on Wednesday night to watch it. That's a lie, because sharks are Mother Nature's population control experts of the ocean. That's some bullshit. Sharks, no, fuck them. I don't go into the ocean. There's shit that can kill me in the water.
Well, I mean, you're more likely to get attacked by a dolphin than a shark. Well, sorry, a different phrase than attacked, but yeah. Sir,
I'm gonna throw you a little common sense right here. You can't get attacked by a shark if you don't go in the water. Just so you know. Just so you know. Yeah, especially when the ones with lasers attached to their heads. Yeah, exactly, Bart. But it's consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. But in that same breath, and Apache touched on it in the chat, I seen it. You do not grow while you're live. Think about that.
So elaborate for a person. So like I know, you know, I've seen that some of my growth has come from not being live, from reposting videos to whatever, and everyone's own version of how they grow not live is different. So elaborate for MetroBirdMan what that process looks like and what that means to you.
You do not grow while you are live. It's everything that you do when you're not live. It's keeping your name out there on Twitter, on Instagram, on whatever social platform you use, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's keeping your name there and keeping content, additional content on that platform, consistency too. And that traffic will funnel to your stream. You do not grow while you are live.
I think that's one of the secrets, as it were, and it's one of the things that I've talked about in previous streams and even previous interviews, is that, you know, you've seen some of the most successful partners or some of the greatest growth stories and quick growth stories from people who've invested the time beforehand in the not live concept. And then when they do finally hit the button, they've already done all of the not live hard work to set themselves up for success.
Yep.
And it's a really interesting model to see that sometimes it's actually smarter to just not stream at all and build the foundation to start.
The problem is, and I think a lot of new streamers do this when they come to, whether it be Mixer, Twitch, whatever. It doesn't matter what platform it is. They go to the platform and they think, I go live and people are going to show up. First off, that's a fucking lie, because it don't happen that way. And they think that because they go live, people are going to show up and they just going to go poof and they're going to blow up.
Right.
That shit don't happen. It does not happen.
Well, unless you're incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky.
Unless you are a pro level player at X game. And even then, it's still tough. Because you did all the back end work prior to being a pro gamer.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to show up.
Right.
But these people, they come in and they automatically assume, well, I'm going to go live and all these people are going to show up. It don't work that way. You have to be discovered. And it is not on the platform to make you discoverable. Dude, I see it all over Twitter, all over Instagram. We've all seen the Mixer drama on Twitter.
Right.
Well, it's the platform's job to they need to make it more discoverable for content creators. Let me tell you a fact right now, and I'll tell it to everybody out there. It is not Mixer's job to make you discoverable. That is your job.
Absolutely.
They provide the platform for you to stream on. It is your job to be discoverable.
Sorry, guys. Had to change my bot around real quick.
It is not the platform's job to help make you discoverable. That is yours.
I definitely think, I mean, and it goes back to personal business, personal brand, and how you run your own business model. That, you know, a company, you can work with them and help them succeed, and if they do, you do. So, like, I know it's always
not all the time. Just because you work with a company doesn't mean you gonna get success off of it.
Right. And my one of my mottos, or one of my kind of like my mission statement, has always been that, like, you know, I want to make Mixer the best platform for the best content creators out there. And the reason I know that ends up helping is that, you know, Mixer can only grow, DLive, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, whatever, can only grow if it becomes the name on the table that has the best content creators out there. So, you know, if MetroBirdMan's successful, if, you know, Ninja or Shroud, or literally pick any streamer on Mixer, if it starts to be that, no, you guys just don't understand, Mixer does have better streams than X, does have better streams than Y, then we create that
for you real quick. Old man once told me, a rising tide raises all boats.
Yeah. But
I just summed up everything you were saying.
No, yeah. No, I get it. I mean, there's definitely parables behind it, but that's the idea, is like, if we don't all support each other, and I'm not trying to make like a segue into support for support, or, you know, whatever, anything like that.
No, but Whisper for Whisper is going to be the next big thing on Mixer. You didn't know that, though, did you?
What?
Whisper for Whisper. You know how we have follow for follow, lurk for lurk? Next big thing's going to be Whisper for Whisper, man.
Whisper for Whisper?
Yeah. I got to be in your stream to whisper you, don't
I? Actually, I think you can do it outside of that, right?
I mean, I can whisper you on Discord, but who the fuck does that?
Well, no. Can't you do it cross-platform? I haven't tried, but I've seen the command actually work.
I mean, I don't know. I don't restream, so I mean, maybe, I don't know. But Whisper for Whisper going to be the next big thing. You know, that's going to be the next big drama.
That just sounds weird already, but no, I don't know.
It does sound weird, man. We had a whole stream on this shit one day, dude. For like, what was it, Apache, about an hour? It was about an hour, and literally, dude, everybody in the chat was whispering me, and I'm like, I done lost track of which whisper was which one, and yeah, dude, it was absolutely hilarious.
So what you're saying is I need to try and get my hands on that whisper song or whatever, and just like have that playing in the background every single time I start getting spammed. All right, cool. All right, yeah. We'll just make all of our content about that instead.
Exactly.
It'll be a lot more fun. Yeah.
Exactly.
So getting back to sharks, right?
Fuck sharks.
Hold on. We've recently discovered that you have an interest in a particular animal aspect in reptiles.
Yeah, dude, I used to breed reptiles back in the day, back in my 20s.
Okay, tell us about that.
House full of them.
What did you breed?
We had bearded dragons, ball pythons, corn snakes.
Thanks for the host.
We had horny toads. What else? I think that was it. Yep.
So horny toads. What got you into horny toads?
Because they're cool as shit. But they are a bitch to raise, let me tell you, because you have to order in black ants, and you have to, because you're responsible for these animals,
right.
So you got to feed them, and you making an investment, so these animals, they go and make their investment, 6 months later, you get little investments and then you sell them. You had to order in black ants, and I had to order them out of a place in Utah, and you keep them in like the big tub, the big plastic tubs, right? And you had to put them in a tub inside a tub, and then you had to outline the outer tub. You had to put a coat of Vaseline like on the inside of it so they couldn't get out, dude. It was wild. And then you had to have these big tongs to get them, because them black ants, dude, they'll bite the shit out of you, and it hurt. So we didn't do the horny toads for long. They were fun though. Dude, I had a house full of snakes, man. My daughter was 3 years old, dude. Would get corn snakes out and carry them around like they were her best friend.
So you said something interesting that I'd kind of hoped might come up. You've grown and helped a lot of the animals in your life in breeding them and creating an investment out of them into investing your time, your energy, your resources, expenses into creating these beings. But how do you feel like that translates into your community here on Mixer?
It's making an investment.
Right, but I mean, like, you've raised all of the members of your community to think in a fashion that's similar to you, to agree with you, to
not necessarily.
Okay.
Everybody got their own thinking. I can influence if I so choose.
Right.
And I only influence in the things that I believe in.
Right.
I
so
only, approach the things that I believe in. I don't you don't see me play no BR game unless it's the one-off with Fortnite. And even then, I'm just fishing and shooting people. I don't build. I don't even know how to build in Fortnite. I don't even know what button it is to build in Fortnite, to be honest.
I mean, we played the same way, so I get it.
Yeah, but I play it one-off. I play what I want to play. I invest into the products that I believe in to influence. But as far as the community, it's about, I just want that group of like-minded people that we all have shared a common interest in gaming and being a community. And, and as we all know in streaming, not every community is for everybody. Whether the community is too welcoming, or you just don't vibe with the streamer, or they don't put out good content or whatever. But the community grows as you grow as a streamer, because we all start out at 0, or as I like to say, I started out at 1 because my bot followed me, because it's human AI.
Every streamer struggle ever. That's like the truest thing. Is I was my first follower.
I started at 1. You didn't know that? Dude, I have the smartest AI bot on all of Mixer. Suited Up bot is actually AI. He's not even really a bot. He's artificial intelligence. He actually followed me. So I started at 1, unlike everybody. Everybody else started 0. I started at 1. So, Suited Up bot. Shout out to Suited Up bot. He's the best bot on Mixer.
So all I'm thinking is, like, we have these obligations, these
I've had deadly stuff too, Burrito. I can't comment on what stuff I've had over the years, but I have had poisonous reptiles.
Carol Baskin. We all have these obligations, you know, to be
fuck
there
Carol
for our
Baskin.
community.
You know that tiger ate her ass, right? You want a real life tiger thing? Siegfried and Roy. Need I say more? That animal, you can take that animal out the wild. You can raise it from the time it's a little cub. You cannot take the wild out of it. You piss that tiger off, that thing is designed to do one thing: survive. And if it looks at you as if you are meat, guess what will happen? It will eat your ass. And not in the good way. Plain and simple. That's kind of like people say, well, does your dog bite? Well, motherfucker, it's got teeth. Of course it can bite. I don't know if it's going to bite you because you haven't made a dumb decision to make it bite you yet. But yes, it can bite. It has teeth.
So the moral obligation, you know, as an influencer, as a content creator, we have so many chances to take a chance, to take an opportunity to talk about something that could change the way an entire community thinks. And so how do you challenge yourself to make sure you're in the right spot, to make sure you're in the right state of mind in how you affect the members of your community for the better?
Dude, I challenge myself every day with it. It's all about waking up. What can I do today that I did better than yesterday? What can I do that's going to be better for my community and for myself? And I think some more that's more personal on myself, because I wake up with that mentality every day. What can I do today that I did and do it better than I did yesterday? Not only for me, but for the community.
Right.
Because these people are investing time. And not only with me, they invest in time in each other. And you again, you're going to hear me use the word investment a lot, or invest, because that's what they're doing. They investing time.
Absolutely.
When Apache comes into the stream, she is my head mod. She is my community manager. She's one part of the creative team. But when she come into the stream, she's investing time to the stream, time to me, and time to everybody else that comes into the stream. So, you know, for you, like Hammer, when you come in, you invest in time into me, you invest in time to Apache, you invest in time to everybody else that's there.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can't get time back. And that's why, and I always and I always say that in, when we in the stream. I want to thank everybody for their time. Not only giving that time to me, but giving it to everybody.
Yep.
Because you're not just giving it to me. I'm just the guy on the screen, but you sharing your time with everybody in the community.
Well, and I think that a lot of people don't realize that's what essentially community is. You know, when you think about it, like every Hollywood movie ever, and the apocalypse, the world's ending, whatever, it's all those people banding together, and each person has their own kind of part, their own role.
Well, except for Boiler Room and The Wolf of Wall Street. They bonded together, and then they all got thrown in jail.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's still community, though, right? I mean, they're still together.
At some point, they just did it backwards. They should have got out of jail and then did it, but whatever.
So we just need a reversal on the story. MetroBirdMan rewrites Hollywood.
No, don't do that. No, there's too many weird kinky weird shit that goes on in Hollywood. And y'all didn't see that other dude got the media flu too, right?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, what's his name? The one that got convicted. What's his name? The big Hollywood guy that got convicted. That had all the list of the people not to mess with because they would call the cops on him. Oh, it was all over the news here. Yeah, Weinstein, that dude.
Oh, the guy with the girls.
Yeah. You know what was wrong with that dude though? You know what was fucked up about that whole situation? He was cool until they was gonna go put his ass on trial. Then he had to show up in a walker. Did you fall and hurt yourself the day before trial? And aged 30 years overnight, boy. What the? Boy, you already know your ass is in trouble. And then after his trial, he got coronavirus. He like one of the first people in the U.S. diagnosed with coronavirus. Get the hell out of here.
Crazy.
Crazy ass shit, man. But yeah,
So-
I mean, I stay out of Hollywood, man. There's too much weird shit going on over there.
I know, right? There's always
According
something.
to Raw, they buy stock in KY jelly and shredded condoms. Don't believe me? Ask Raw. She'll tell you all about it. Hollywood, some kinky sons of bitches.
So,
He paid to catch it too. I bet he did. Well, I don't know. I don't know which part he paid, but anyways, moving right along.
I have to ask, how did you end up coming into? I mean, if you started on Madden, how did you end up coming into Paladins? And what do you feel like that journey looks like for you a year from now?
Man, Bailey raided TPD one time when I was watching Bailey, and he was playing this game. We was playing Paladins, which I didn't know what it was at the time. And so I started hanging out at TPD, and he got to know him and his community, and I'd never played Paladins, so he brought me in. And huge shout out to TPD, and then DevCon was in there playing with him. He was a mod for TPD at the time, and I told TPD, I said, tell me who I need to use. I said, I want to sit back, and I said, I want to snipe the shit out of people. He said, well, use Canessa. I said, okay. I started playing around a little bit. We was sitting there playing a match, and I can't even remember the stats. They must have been decent, because this is like I don't know, like maybe the third time I played the game, like third match or whatever. And DevCon was in the chat, and he said, damn, Metro can aim. and like the rest became history. And I played the game, and this was back when it was in beta. Played the game for a little bit, and I kind of got bored because there wasn't enough characters in the game. So I took about 6 months off and got back into it when they had added some more characters and stuff. And Apache will tell you this. I can play Paladins every single day, and I never get bored of it, ever. I play it 2 to 3 days on stream. And then when I'm done with stream, I eat dinner, and then we're back in the Discord playing, community games where, Crimson comes in, Baroness comes in, Obi, Daha, Hidden, Bart joins, Osmus in. Next thing we know, dude, we got 10 people. Hell, we're loading up custom matches, playing against each other, which is even more fun because there's 5 of us that we've always played together. Crimson, Baroness, Obi, and Daha, and myself. We've been playing off stream for, I don't know, roughly 6 months now. So we all know where we're going to be and the character we're going to use and how we're going to use them and all of that. So we even up the teams, right? So we kind of spread ourselves out. Like Crimson will take Obi and Daha, and I'll get Baroness and Hidden or something. We always, mismatching the teams, and we always kind of keep me and Crimson away from each other. We like the team captains, I guess, if you want to call us that.
Right.
Beam for hell, he joins in on us every now and then, and it's like we all know where everybody's going to be and what characters we're going to run, so we let the game auto pick characters for us. But even then, it's like you get a character like myself and Crimson. We've played a lot of characters in the game, and a lot of them have seen me play the characters on stream, or I've played the character off stream, so they know what I'm trying to do on this map with this character. And it's so much fun because it's competitive, but we don't get salty with each other. And that's what makes it fun as a community, is we're all able to come in there. For instance, Bart was playing the other night with us, and she got Maldamba, which everybody knows Maldamba's the guy with the snick, right? So she loaded up, and I said, Bart, every time you kill somebody, you got to tell them, eat your snick. The whole game, dude, Bart's over there, eat my stick. Dude, I fucking lost it. So like the next night, Oz plays with us, and Oz gets Maldama, and I said, you got to tell him to eat your snick. So it's a fun little thing, with the community, is we can all play together. And of course, I probably get a little bit more heavy focused, and Crimson probably gets a little heavy focused, and or if we see that Baroness got Ash, we gonna focus her a little bit heavier so that she can't boop us all over the map. Or if they see I got Nessa, they're coming for me. If I got Nessa, they're not gonna let me get set up because they know what I'm gonna do. And but it's fun. and we're playing, dude. We're in there laughing and having a good time, and Bart's running around saying, "Eat my snake," and but it's fun. It's competitive, but it's fun. Nobody's feelings is getting hurt because we're not. And dude, we talk shit. Don't think we don't. We talk shit to each other.
Right.
But
Well, I mean, that's important to community growth as well. That bond that you're building.
It's community fun.
Right.
And Bart will tell you, or Daha or Baroness or Crimson, any of them, they'll tell you we're having fun. Obi's learned how to fucking tank out of this whole situation, and she's a support main.
Right.
So there's that.
So one of the I'm gonna pull a couple questions here just to try and catch up. Someone had asked, like, what do you feel like is one of the most important things for growth for yourself and for your community?
Be yourself. Play what you want to play.
Gotcha. So that's where Paladins comes in for you.
Yeah, because Paladins, literally, I can play Paladins and I never get tired of it, ever.
So do you feel like anything's going to dethrone you from that?
Dude, I thought Bleeding Edge would like steal the thunder for Paladins.
It seems boring.
Bleeding Edge is not a bad game. The problem with the game is it requires so much more communication and teamwork. You can't go 1v3 in Bleeding Edge. You can barely go 2v2 in Bleeding Edge, and it is, the game needs to be balanced a lot more.
Right.
There's a lot of tryhards on it, which is tryhards on every game, but you have to have a squad in Bleeding Edge. Now, as to where I can, again, I've been playing Paladins for 2.5 years.
Right.
So I know the game pretty well. I know the game, I don't know it as good as like the pro players or some of the guys that are on the Paladins channel. But I do know enough about the game to get myself in trouble and to get myself out of trouble.
Yeah.
Bleeding Edge, you have to have a team to be successful, and you have to communicate. As we're in Paladins, I can go play a drop-in match and I can do what I normally do, and I can kind of shoulder the weight of the match on myself, or like me and Crimson have done this multiple times. It's just been me and Crimson, and we'll load up and we'll go into Paladins and we can carry the rest of the team just by us playing the way that we play together. You can't do that shit in Bleeding Edge. It's a lot tougher. Honestly, I don't see a game that is going to take my interest away from Paladins. I honestly, I thought Bleeding Edge, and me and Apache had talked about this before Bleeding Edge came out.
Wolves, thank you.
I said, I want to play Bleeding Edge, and I said, I want to set it at the top of the directory of the game. And because we were, under the impression, and I was of the thought process, that it would pull a lot of the thunder for me from Paladins, but it didn't.
Right. Well, and
I play what I want when I want. And I don't give a damn about Apex or Fortnite. I don't care about the BR games because they're not my thing.
Right. Well, and I think that a lot of your community or a lot of your support is there for you. But do you feel like if you got to the point where, let's say Paladins was closing down, their servers are shutting down, they're just not supporting the game any longer, where would you turn? Do you feel like your content would suffer? Do you feel like you'd lose any of your community?
No. I may lose some of the community, based on, because not, again, dude, there's streamers that I watch. I don't enjoy watching them play X game. It's not because of them. It's just, I don't like the game that they play. Dude, I hate Animal Crossing. Apache will tell you this. I don't even like Animal Crossing, but I love to sit and watch people stream it. Like,
so is it the relaxation of it, or?
I don't know what it is. Like, I cannot see myself playing that kind of game because it's not something that I'm going to enjoy. But dude, I'll sit and watch people stream it, and it's like, this is the funnest shit in the world. They're just fucking off catching fish or building or making clothes, and to me it's fun to watch. So let's say, God forbid, hope this never does happen. High res, don't shut down, please. Don't take away my favorite game. Let's say the Paladins community dies off and whatever. I'll go back to survival games because I enjoy survival sim games. Like Green Hell. We co-streamed Green Hell last night with Tenacious Lee, dude. Had an absolute blast with it.
Right.
and I've got roughly about 100 hours in the game prior to the co-op update, so I know the game fairly well.
Right.
I know the things that you can do, can't do, that you should do, that you shouldn't do, blah 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 blah. And but we still had a fun time in it. I enjoy survival games. I enjoy the sim games like Cities, uh, Ancestors. Let's see, what else can you put out there? Green Hill, Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo. Anything that challenges me to read, even though I don't have to read because I don't read. Dude, you've seen me play Frostpunk. You've seen me play Frostpunk. I don't read that shit. I'm like, okay, cool. They need something here. Let's build it. Let's go. We ain't got time to read and make this. We just make decisions on the fly. You know, apparently I'm the bad guy because we found 35 kids. Excuse me, let me correct myself. They was kids. We don't know they specific ages, but they was kids. They was little people. We found 35 of them in Frostpunk. And I was given the option to escort them back, let them, you know, give them a map and tell them to find their way, or just to let them wander. Well, my dad always told me that he walked asshole deep to a 10-foot Indian of snow to school. And I figured he survived, so I gave the kids a map and told them to walk. And yet I'm the bad guy. We only lost 3 of them. I figured it was pretty good odds. And yet I'm a monster because of it. But those are things that I do, and Apache, you can attest to this as well. When I'm playing a game like Frostpunk, and I see that kind of decision making thing come up, I can play Frostpunk off stream and do very, very well in it because I will sit down and take the time and read and decipher and make the choice. When I stream the game, I'm streaming it for an entertainment value.
Right.
Now, the common good person would say, okay, let's pick the kids up, put them in a hot air balloon, and escort them back. That's fucking boring. Who does that shit? Me, I'm like, here's a map. Get your ass to walking. We got time. We got work to do. Sorry. I ain't got time to escort you back to the city. My dad walked asshole deep to a 10-foot Indian of snow and survived. Guess what? You will too, Timmy. So I do that for an entertainment aspect of it. And it's so fun because there's a couple streamers that come in and they're like, really, you don't read? And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not reading this shit. Because who does that? It's boring.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
it's making the judgment from an entertainment standpoint at that second.
And it's great for the immersion. Like, it's great for you, the person who wants to get massively involved into a game that, like, yeah, you want to sit there and take the time, but that doesn't usually make for a great stream. So like, how do you feel that gaming or streaming in general has changed the way that you do play games offline in other categories?
Oh, you need to come play Paladins with us one night off stream.
Well, I mean, I've seen you play Paladins off of stream. I was on the other end of it.
Yeah, but even then, when you were streaming and I'm playing with you, I know that your stream comes first. So I'm not going to play at the same level while I'm playing with a streamer that's streaming versus me playing off stream when we're both off stream.
Gotcha.
I take Paladins off stream very, very seriously.
Full sweat,
dude.
Mega
We're
sweat.
in there communicating. It's constant. Like when we don't do it when we do or we don't do it as much when we're playing custom games where there's 10 of us, 5v5.
Right.
When we get into, match lobbies, it's very competitive. It's okay, Baroness is getting this position, Crimson's in that position, Obi's over here, I'm doing this, Dahai's doing that. Or if the high's not playing and Hidden's in, and whoever the team is, we know what we're gonna do, and it's constant communication of this player's over there, that player's here, I'm here, my alt's there, boom, and it's like this endless chatter of competitiveness in the game, and we take it. I probably take it a little bit more serious than they do, depending on how tired I am or whatever. But that time playing Paladins is the blow off the steam from the stream time for me, time to let go of the stream, let go of the business. And I guess that's my time for me, as it would be for somebody watching a stream. It's their escape. It's their escape from reality.
Yeah.
Me playing Paladins off stream with the crew, that's my escape from the business. For those couple of hours, the business doesn't exist. The only thing that exists right then is us playing Paladins and winning.
Absolutely.
So
So we've had a long transition in I would say the competitive nature and just how games genuinely feel. And Smurf brought up the point, like, do you miss couch co-op? I think one of the questions that I would ask is, you started playing with Madden, and we've seen that, I would say, detachment from some of our social interaction. Like GoldenEye used to sit there and play like on a couch. Halo used to play competitively on a couch, and because of the internet and the accessibility of the internet, we've driven that concept away. Do you feel like the immersion of VR allows for the transition to bring not only engagement with social status and structure back into the conversation, but still allows for the advancement of gameplay to get more and more competitive?
I don't know about no VR, dude. I'm not trying to put something over my damn face.
Okay.
Here's the thing with VR. VR is very, very good. But most people are not going to put this big ass thing over their face.
Right.
Until they make it to where it's the size of glasses.
Well, and they had
some of these.
They had what the Smurf. I think you probably remember. They had, I think, the Windows AVR set, or like the mixed virtual reality, which it was about like yay big, but it was see through. Like it basically just added an overlay onto the world that you could see. Like it was monsters breaking through your wall in your house to try and kill you, and then you shooting them. It was like a whole immersive world.
Texas, we'd actually get the gun out and shoot it. Yeah.
Well, I'm of the same mentality here.
Wall, so there you go. But now to say, like, if VR came to console in the next decade, nah, I wouldn't play it. I don't like VR. It's I don't know. It looks cool, but it's not something like we saw them doing it at PAX East last year. They were doing Beat Saber and stuff, and it's cool to watch. But me as a gamer, nah. You give me a controller in my hand, I'm good. Give me a controller in my hand and a TV or a screen in front of me, and yeah, I'm good.
So do you feel like streaming then, in the, I guess, addition of the question, do you feel like streaming has set us up to be more engaged in the social aspects of gaming? Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, it has. I mean, dude,
how has that affected you?
Dude, I mean, I've got friends all over the world, man.
Well, that was
literally got friends all over the world, from England to Canada to Australia and everywhere in between. I got friends everywhere, man. We all want to play and game together. Well, and you didn't have that before, because I mean, dude, me and you of the same age group roughly, man. We grew up playing Madden, with our brother on the couch and shit. And you'd be like, hey, you can't look at my play, quit cheating. Because you know how it was back in the day, man.
Right.
You had that split screen shit. Like, hey, you can't look at my play. I'm running HB pitch. And then you tell them you was running HB pitch and you was actually running up the middle. You can't do that now. Now we don't have to worry about that.
Well, now all you have to worry about is stream snipers, but different thing. I encourage it.
Which if you on FTL, you ain't got to worry about it. So.
Right.
Like cool, whatever. And people that are gonna stream snipe you, it's like, really? You can't get a kill any other way.
Right. Well, that's why I always encouraged it. Like, man, I'll pay out if you stream snipe me, because I mean, hey, you're here watching.
Oh, dude, I've had it happen in Paladins before. And dude, I just laugh at them. I'm like, really?
Right.
You had to stream snipe me? You had to go into my stream and turn off FTL to kill me in a game?
Right.
Does that make you feel better? Really? Like, okay, cool, whatever. Oh, and then normally Apache times them out for a nice big fat number, and we never see him again for some odd reason. Because she knows, Apache knows, and this is God's honest truth. She knows that if they stay there and I see him, I will jump on them with both feet. So she eliminates the problem before Metro gets a chance to act upon it.
So,
or as Bart says, bless their heart. Yeah.
As a streamer, you've taken the opportunity to build a community here on Mixer. You know, have you ever looked into other platforms, or like what was the deciding factor of you going to Mixer specifically?
Mixer's home, dude. I watch people on Twitch. All of y'all, or most of y'all know, or at least the people that are from my community, my Mixer daughter, Haley Dawn. Dude, she streams on Twitch. I watch her on Twitch.
Right.
Volinart, she used to stream on Mixer. She used to do airbrush painting. She went over to Twitch. I watch her on Twitch. You know, Sam Woodall. He's a guy that one of the three guys that inspired me into doing graphics and animations and all of that. Dude streams on Twitch. You know, for instance, let's say if Jerry Henning went to Twitch,
right,
it wouldn't matter to me. I'd still watch him. Yeah, because I'm there for the creator. Yeah. But me personally, I never felt a need to stream on Twitch. Mixer was home. I enjoy the community here. I enjoy the atmosphere here, and you know, we say that there's always a bad apple in the barrel. There's always going to be, you know, bad, you know, apples in the barrel. You're going to run across somebody's community that you just don't mess with, or they're an asshole or whatever. But you can't let that one experience turn you completely off from the platform. Okay, for instance, let's say that every person that went into Dr. Disrespect stream the first time and thought, well, you're just an asshole, and then they just left Twitch. No, you went and watched another content creator. Yeah. Like, you didn't go on to Twitter, well, he's an asshole and fuck Twitch. No, you went and found another content creator to go watch. Right. But yeah, we can't do that on Mixer. Right. Well, he's an asshole, fuck Mixer, I'm going to Twitch. Okay, bye. Like, why do you let one person determine your outlook on a platform? That shit blows my mind. I'm like, I don't know. You know, maybe I got lucky and, you know, I came into King Bailey Bomb stream and he's very, very welcoming community and, you know, was very helpful and, you know, me getting going. And I kind of built my community somewhat off of his community, like the, you know, the friendliness, the welcomingness, and so we just kind of, you know, I just kind of built it from there. But you know, I went into streams on Mixer and be like, you know, this dude or this person, they rude. Doesn't mean I'm gonna not go watch somebody else. I'll go watch somebody else then. Right. You know, fuck Mixer, I'm going to Twitch. It was me. Nah, that's not me, man. Mixer's home. Mixer's home. I love Mixer. So I would agree. I've spent a lot of time myself, like between, you know, channels on Mixer, other content creators that, you know, we find here, the Vault finds here, like we do a lot of showcasing, you know, because again, I believe in the platform. If the platform, you know, blows up, then we all blow up, and I think that it's one of the better places. All boats, man. Right? Yeah. So the same concept, like I'm over on Twitch, but I don't think that it's necessarily the same kind of feel or the welcoming, I guess, faces, the loving voices that you get here on this platform. There are. So how, I mean, yeah, absolutely. There definitely are. I just, but there's just a lot more bad apples in the barrel over there. Yeah. The barrel's 100 times bigger or whatever. Right. You know? Well, and you said you're always going to get a percentage of people who are just not really going to be there. Right. So like, how do you, and Deputy had asked, like, after you really start to get invested into streaming, as you really start to get to the point where, you know, you're a content creator who wants to do this, when do you know is the right time to become a full-time streamer? You just know. I would agree with that. Dude, it's like applying for partner, man. You just know. Like when I applied for partner, man, there was 4 people that knew. 2 of my mentors and 2 of my mods at the time. One of which is still with me. Shout out to Courtney. I love her to death. No, Courtney, don't duct tape the babies today at work either. You know, very few people knew when I applied for partner. Right. So it was like, you know, I knew when I wanted to apply, and it's the same thing. Obviously, you know, when you're trying to say, okay, well, I want to do this full time as, you know, my career, as my income, you got to put in a lot of factors. Tons. You know, you got to look at your budget and, you know, your bills and, you know, food and, you know, you got to look at all these things. But you just kind of know, you, for the lack of a better term, dude, you got balls of steel and jump in the deep end, I guess. Because I mean, that's what I did. It was, and Apache being the COO of the company, we had a lot of talks. And Apache will be the first to tell you, was I scared? Fuck yeah, I was scared, dude. But it's kind of like, she's like, Metro, you either gonna make it or you ain't. And Apache knows me well enough to know that I'm not gonna do something and go at it half-assed.
Right.
If I'm doing it, it's balls to the wall. We gonna do this. We gonna hit the wall running. And there's two. And I've always said this. There's two options. And
Pick
Apache
the
will tell
wall
you
running
this
though.
too. I always view it as a wall put in front of me. Every challenge. Every challenge is a wall that's put in front of me.
I get
there's
it.
two things I'm gonna do. I'm either gonna go through it or I'm gonna go over it. There is no third option. The option of hitting the wall and bouncing off and not go, that's not an option. The option is either I'm gonna go through the wall or I'm gonna go over it. Either way, it's gonna get defeated. It's just how am I gonna do it?
Right.
And that's my mentality.
Magic, thanks for the
red
host.
flag equals Metro. Yeah, head first, 100 miles an hour. I'm hitting the wall and I'm either going through it or I'm going over it. There is no other option. But and she even told me, she said, you're not gonna know until you try. And she said, I think that you'll make it. And I said, shit. No time like the present. So yep, let's do it.
So
jump in, dude. Because I went, because you know how it is when you start streaming, right?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
like to look at streaming as like your local pool, the swimming pool. You got your little kiddie pool, where the little babies sit in there. They just sit in there. They splash in the water, it's fun.
Right.
And then you come from the kiddie pool to the 3-foot end of the pool.
Right.
And it's cool. You still got your floaties on, but you don't know how to swim yet. You still got your floaties on, and your feet might touch the bottom. They may not. If you're as tall as me, you're definitely gonna touch the bottom. with your floaties on in case if you slip. And then you have, the slope gradually gets deeper, and until you get to the 12-foot end with the diving boards, or can't swim yet. I went from the kiddie pool, walked all the way down to the deep end, and jumped in. That's the way I like to envision my roadmap of streaming. Is I started in the little kiddie pool, sitting in there in my diaper, splashing the water, and I got up. And getting up is part of what's growing as a streamer. And I walked at the kiddie pool section, bypassed the 3-foot end, went right to the diving board and said, fuck it, we gonna go in. And, but again, I'm the mastermind. I'm the mastermind to this. I'm gonna make it work.
So
that's my mindset.
Part of it's, like you said, you're just kind of the face in front of the screen, and you are the mastermind, the person who runs the business. Texas, by the way, Sammy. And you're only as good as your moderators. You're only as good as the people that support the community as a whole, the pillars of that environment. So how do you choose? Sorry,
I'm only as good as the team that I build around me.
Right. So, that Victor quote, like, only as good as the team, and the team's only as good as, I don't remember that line, but he says it like every single time he spawns in on the map. But
yeah.
The community. So how do you choose your moderators? How did you choose Apache to be your community manager?
Wow. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Little known fact, Apache came to the US. She has some family in the US, and she was over here visiting her family. And during that time, she was helping mod for Magic the Gamer, who's another mentor of mine on the platform. And we all know Magic's great, by the way. He streams at 2 in the morning or some shit.
Right.
I think he goes live at 5 for me. And so Apache was modding for him on a 24-hour stream. And I was there for most of the 24 hours. Yeah, that Magic guy. Shout that man's out. Sir, good morning. I love your face. Apache was modding for Magic. And I was there for the for most of the charity stream, and I believe that was the stream where Minion had came in and kind of took over the show at one point, and then something I can't. This is quite a while ago, and I have CRS. For those of you who don't know, hashtag CRS means can't remember shit. So Magic raided me after his stream, and Apache was in on the raid, and she's been there ever since. And I was going through a very dark time in the stream. I had just had a head mod community manager up and walk out, just gone, ghosted. So I was kind of in a weird place, and Apache came in, and I the only thing that I can assume, and Apache, you would have to comment on this, was that Apache could see that everything was very fragile within the community itself. And she kind of came in, and she was the glue for the community to hold itself together until I got right. And I had talked to Magic a couple times off stream during this whole process, and he had streamed Clone Hero one morning. And for those of y'all don't know, Clone Hero is like the PC version of Guitar Hero. And Magic played Back in Black by AC/DC. And like something in him playing that song that morning, and it was like 2 weeks after all of this had happened, like him raiding me or whatever. Something in that song clicked to me, and it just said, you know what? Okay, we back. And literally, I opened the stream, dude. Full out black screen, blazing the shit out of AC/DC Back in Black, like the whole song. And like from there on, I asked Apache if she wanted to mod, and she said, okay, cool. And at that time, Courtney, who's still a moderator for me, she lives in Australia. Courtney was next in line to become a head mod. And I had spoken to Apache, and I said, I can't offer you this position without talking to Courtney first. I said, because theoretically, Courtney is next in line to have this position. And I said, I don't know if she can do what I need a head mod community manager to do. I said, but I have to offer it to her first. I got on a call with Courtney and said, this is what I need. This is what the community need. Can you do it for me? And Courtney is very, very real. Courtney she don't sugarcoat shit. She'll tell you, what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I asked her about the position, and she said, Metro, I can't do that. I would love to. She said, but I think Apache would be great. That was all I needed to hear. And I got off the call with Courtney, jumped on a call with Apache, and said, she can't do the position because of time zones, so on and so forth. Would you be interested? And the rest is history.
Nice.
So to make a long story short,
No, it's a good story though. I mean, I think there's a lot to be said about kind of like how you were talking about swapping from your career and then getting into streaming full time is just kind of jumping into the pool. And I feel like from the conversation that Apache saw the exact same thing. And I think personally that a lot of times that when we're near the end of our ropes, as it were, you see the most catalyst from an individual, the most growth
Magic,
from an individual.
Blame Magic.
Yeah, everyone blame Magic. Just
Magic.
Broken hearts in chat for Magic. Thanks, Magic.
It's Magic's fault.
Your fault. So
Bloody hell, Magic.
If you
I know that was coming.
If you had to, I love your face, by the way, Magic. Thank you. If
He's
you,
amazing, man.
Yeah, he is, and he's a blast. Absolutely hysterical to watch. If you had to pick a tool, just literally one tool, not like a mic and the computer or mic and your mixer or anything like that. If you had to pick one tool that was an absolute essential, and it can even be non-physical, what would it be to help you get started in streaming?
If I had to pick a tool Does this have to be of a product?
No. It could be a person. It could be an idea. It could be anything. Like literally,
I'd
if you
take
just had to put
Apache
yourself
hands
in
down.
Apache, hands down. Yeah, there you go.
Hands
I mean,
down.
she called it too. So
She
So-
keeps me focused. Because
Okay.
Apache will tell you, I have.
Is
I
that
have the
because of your
attention span of a
CRS?
fucking squirrel. Yeah, CRS, and a lot of that too. I have the attention span of a squirrel, dude. I get bored within 2 seconds of shit, or I get sidetracked. I'm working on something and I'm sidetracked off in the left field. She keeps me focused, going straight ahead. She does not let me derail off onto this venture over here or to this one over here. You know, because again, I'm off in left field again. She keeps me focused on what I need to be focused on. And we have an admin channel in our Discord that only me and her have access to, and it's literally my list from her is about this long. You can't even see the bottom of it yet. Let's come up. My list for her is about like this. So, but she does that because she knows that I have to have something to work on. Or otherwise I get distracted and then again I'm off in left field doing something. So, it's hands down. She has literally since Apache came into the stream has grown just ridiculously, and I've grown as a content creator because I have that person that keeps me focused and takes care of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Just like when I had talking to you about the show, I said, get with Apache, she'll let you know.
Right.
And I know she'll deal with it and it'll be done and it'll be taken care of. I'll be notified and bingo bango, the rest is done. Because again, if it was me, I'd be like, and Hammer, yeah, we'll do the interview. And then my ass would have done totally forgot about it 3 seconds later because I'm off in whatever project I'm working on. So just like this morning, I woke up and Apache was streaming. I went to stream and I was like, Apache, what time is my thing with Hammer today? Is it today? And she's like, yeah, it's at 2 p.m. your time. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Yeah. That dude, I swear to God, dude, I get distracted and I'm off in left field doing
I get
something
it.
else.
I'm the same way. I've got a bunch of green names that always are trying to keep me on track because someone asked a question in chat and I've completely forgotten about it. Someone did something and it's just gone. So I get it.
To what Apache said, we have a team of Apaches and they all keep me straight and they all bring their little thing to the table. They all bring something different, and by no means am I putting her on a pedestal above them by any means. It's what she does for the business is essential for me. And for instance, like Bart comes in and Bart offers her opinion on these things, or she offers ideas on these things. And Bart's very Southern. She's a very Southern lady. And the whole, she's like, I want a card. And I'm like, well, bless your heart. And, she says it a lot. So we made the card and, the rest is history. Like Courtney. Courtney brings in this humor. Just don't steal her muffins and do not ever come into my stream and tell Courtney that you were going to take her muffins and get in a Lamborghini and drive off. You will see upset Aussie woman. And let me tell you, that shit ain't pretty. Don't believe me? Ask Courtney next time you see her about them muffins in a Lambo.
Will do.
Just ask Courtney about muffins in a Lambo the next time you come into the stream and you see Courtney in there. She'll let you know.
So I had kind of one more question along the lines before I swap to anything from other people in the audience, or even if you have any questions for me. But so at what point do you feel like there's a magic number between how many people you have that are watching or how many followers you have versus how many moderators you need in order to stay focused, to not have CRS?
It's different for everybody. I am of the belief of I always want to have a team there. I want to have somebody from the team there. And we're very selective on who we approach for modding. Very, very particular. And Apache deals with that side of it. She deals with the talking and interviewing, and then, I'll come in and, be like, oh yeah, I'm the boss, so they say. I just show up and play video games. I don't, do anything special. I talk to them and most of the time, by the time we approach somebody, we kind of have a good feel for who they are, how they act, how they would react in this situation. We explain to them what we ask of them, um, and what we would ask them to do is something that I wouldn't or Apache wouldn't do ourselves. Um, we're very flexible with people. Bart had a lot of she had a lot of IRL stuff going on when she came on board with us. That's cool. We'll make it work because I wanted her on the team. Apache wanted her on the team, and we understand you IRL things come up. That's cool. There's been times Courtney's messaged me. She's like, well, I can't make it there tonight because I got this going on or whatever. Oh, cool, no big deal. I don't own you. You're a part of the team, but I don't own you. I don't expect you to drop your IRL stuff, just because I'm streaming. Um, but they all bring something different to the table, which is good because, Bart has her way of, she's Bart and Courtney is Courtney and Yoshi is Yoshi. And, if you get out of line, then Batty gonna, force choke you with the dark force thing, whatever it is, which is kind of scary. And Apache, she brings a lot to the table, but it's every one of them brings a different thing to the table. But as far as how many mods you need, that depends on the streamer. Now, finding mods is one of the hardest things for a streamer. And
I would agree.
honestly, I think personally, that's harder than streaming itself.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that. That one of the hardest things to overcome or to try and find is, someone who's willing to invest the time. And as you said, it's in a way it's about that, and it's not just time that they're giving. They're trying to offer up something else. And the hard piece about it is that it's all community. It's all volunteer.
Yeah, it's volunteer, and they giving you more of their time than just a regular viewer or a sub.
Yeah.
They giving you behind the scenes time with when you're in Discord and you got to have a mod meeting, or when something like the other day I changed the command, didn't tell nobody, and they all got pissed at me, which was totally my fault. I was actually going through my list and I changed it. I just forgot to update them in the mod chat. But is they give you more of their time than anybody else. And I've always been a firm believer of you need to have people that have your best interest in mind. And because again, these people are the face of your brand.
Right.
Apache, Bart, Yoshi, Batty, Courtney, that you see them anywhere on Mixer. Most people know that they moderate for me.
Yeah.
They're a reflection of my brand.
Yeah.
They're basically wearing that suit crest on their back, like almost like a bullseye, and how they act in a stream can be a direct reflection on me and my brand.
Right.
So you have to know that this person is not going to go out and act a different way away from the stream and in such a way that looks bad on you.
Right.
We may go in and I'm guilty of this myself. I go in a stream and I'm a little bit different when I'm a viewer than I am the streamer because of the energy in the stream and the people in there that know me or whatever. And it's not to say that I'm any different, but it's just, again, I'm a viewer. I'm in there to relax, chill, and have fun. As to where I'm streaming, it's I'm there and I'm chilled and relaxed and having fun, but I'm actually working. I'm
Right.
keeping up with the game chat and all these other 5 million things going on at once. And so it's a little bit different. And it's like Art would be in the stream and then she would be like a completely Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing, away from the stream. You can't have that.
Right.
Because that's a direct reflection on your brand.
Absolutely.
Because they're gonna be somebody in that stream that they doing that in that's gonna know, oh, she mods for Metro. Well, if he'll allow that, and if and what's his community like?
Right.
Now, granted, you might get a few views off of it, but don't go doing that shit, mods. But it doesn't look good because they're gonna be like, damn, he lets his mods act like that, because they're not gonna know if it's any different.
Well, and the world's much smaller, I think, than a lot of people out there really see. You know, like a lot of streamers, oh, I've seen this person around, or hey, I'm actually, you know, supporting another streamer and I see that person in their chat as well and they show up in my stream, or, you know, whatever. It's just it's so much smaller.
Dude,
and
this business is very small. It's very tiny.
yes.
And you burn one bridge in this industry, you better times it by 100.
Yeah.
Because people gonna talk. People gonna ask.
I mean, unless that bridge is on an island, then, you know.
Nah, you still gonna burn. You gonna burn bridges
get
somewhere
it.
with somebody, man.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's on an island or not. Because we all on our own little islands, and then we all interconnected with bridges. It's kind of the way I like to see it.
Yep.
And if you burn one bridge, you've burnt 100. Because there's gonna be people that are gonna come and ask, whether they ask you directly or they ask somebody that's close to you. They're gonna ask, well, what happened to so?
That's down. Sorry, deputy.
You know, they're gonna say, what happened to so and so? Be like, well, you know, they decided to leave the community for whatever reason, blah blah blah, and you know. So you burn one bridge, you gonna burn 100.
I would agree with that.
That's just my belief.
No, so I think it's important. You know, you always have to be kind of, in a way, like on your best behavior. You never know who's out there. You never know who's watching. You never know what's going on.
Well,
and so you have to pay attention. Well, you know, like with the mentality that someone could be seeing what you're doing.
You gotta be you, but just don't be stupid.
Right.
Don't do stupid shit. You
Right.
know, don't make stupid jokes about a certain tweet, or don't make stupid jokes in a certain tweet that would make you look like an idiot,
Right.
and make you lose your button. We don't know what I'm talking about here from about 6 months ago. We won't get into that, but still, again, oh, it wasn't supposed to be taken that way, dude.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
exactly
about.
what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna bring it up.
Yeah, no, I think I do.
That's a dumb decision. You're gonna make yourself look dumb because, well, I thought it was funny. Well, guess what? Honestly, let's be real. You didn't think. Otherwise, common sense would have kicked in and said, that's probably not the best route to go.
Right.
But, you know, hey, to each their own.
Right. So, swapping over, I don't know if anyone has any questions for Metro out from the audience, or any questions for myself, or if you have any, Metro.
Let's let the people.
Metro, why don't you love me? That's a common question.
You can't do to me what I did to Soulsy, okay? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works, Miss Apache. Just getting you back. Thank you, ma'am. You see what she does? She's like, I remember he did that shit to Soulsy, so I'm gonna do it to him.
So
yeah,
what?
If you guys got questions, man.
If you have CRS, what does she have?
What?
Well, so you have CRS, so you can't remember shit, right? Does she have like I remember everything? So
yeah,
IRE?
Pretty much.
Okay.
She remember everything.
It works out well. IRE. Yeah, she's got IRE.
Oh, Magic says hi, skunk. Which Magic? Magic the gamer or TPD Magic?
TPD.
How long did it take you to get set up past all the technical difficulties? Actually, dude, I didn't have a lot of technical difficulties I've never really had a buttload of technical difficulties. I've been one of the very few that could install OBS and go in and adjust my settings accordingly and hit the go live button and shit work. So I've had technical difficulties with the camera going out and Elgato going out. But that's like, I guess the way to equate that is normal maintenance and wear and tear on a car. You can't drive a car forever and not put tires on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's that. Go XLR. What about the Go XLR? As far as
they were asking if you had a piece of equipment that you just absolutely could not live without, and I figured that's what your response probably was going to be.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands.
Because that's what we were kind of talking about earlier.
Dude, hands down. I would not, if I had a choice of one of the pieces of electronic equipment to keep, I would keep that over my Stream Deck. Shit you not.
I think that having a mixer is more important than the Stream Deck. Stream Deck's nice and all, but I think having XLR offers you a much cleaner sound. And
Well,
I
here's the
think
thing.
part of it's the battle with the mic as well. But
Here's the thing with audio. You can buy an expensive mic
Yep.
and have a shit mixer.
yep,
Guess what's going to come out of that shit mixer?
yeah,
Shit audio. You can have an expensive mixer and have a shit microphone. Guess what's going to come out of it? Shit audio. You have to have a good mic and a good mixer. You can't make a bad mic sound good. You can make it sound decent, but you cannot make it sound good. One thing that I always suggest to people that want to go XLR. Now, obviously, remember they have a mini out now.
yep,
And you can, use a 3.5 if your mic has a 3.5 outlet into the mini. I do not recommend this route because 3.5 isn't as crisp as XLR. What I recommend is literally $500, and it will solve your audio forever in streaming.
yeah.
Rode, company that makes this microphone, they make something called a pod mic, which is basically this mic and it's shrunk down, and a Go XLR Mini. You can make a $100 microphone sound like a $250 microphone, or a Shure SM7B $400 microphone.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? Go buy it and I'll show you and I'll prove you wrong.
So if you could, I have to ask too, would you swap to a larger diaphragm microphone over what you have if you got the money for it?
No, I would not. Mine still needs to be finely tuned. I'm not an audio genius. I know enough to get me in trouble. I know that mine's not set perfectly yet. I would not go with a Shure SM7B. Not when you have the capability to make a $100 microphone sound as good as a $400 microphone. Why are you wasting the extra $300? It's dumb.
I mean, if you ever got to the point.
But even if I had the money when I bought this mic.
Jason, thanks for the host.
I had the money when I bought this mic
Right.
to go get a Shure SM7B. I went to Guitar Center to find this mic. They supposedly had it in stock. I get to the store. No, we don't have those. We'll sell you a Shure SM7B. I said, why the fuck would you sell me something that I don't want? I came into the store knowing what I wanted. You said it was here and it's not. Bye. And I turned it and walked out. And guess what I did? I went right home to Amazon, ordered the shit, got it next day.
Right.
Because I knew what I wanted. You can make a $250 microphone sound as good as a $400 microphone with a Go XLR. Why? Because it has a built-in EQ in it.
Right.
That's what an EQ does, is it adjusts your vocal levels to make you sound amazing.
Right.
So why am I going to go spend $400 on a microphone when I can make a very good high quality microphone sound just as good as the $400 microphone, and I could save that money and go buy and get another upgrade?
All through software.
Yeah. Exactly.
So Deputy Dad, in terms of asking to kind of along the same lines of hardware, what's the one piece of advice you would tell yourself when you first started streaming? Because that could be hardware or software or anything.
One piece of advice I could, like looking back that I wish I would have known.
Yeah, like so MetroBirdMan now goes back in time and tells past
scary.
MetroBirdMan.
That's
It's like the
scary.
Terminator.
Right? It is. It's like the Terminator. Honestly, dude, I'm trying to think. It would probably be. That's tough, man. And I know the cliche answer that every streamer, oh, be yourself, and blah blah blah. I would say, or have fun, blah blah blah, whatever. Don't be afraid to do whatever you want to do. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
Dude, I started on Teen Stream. Everybody in here knows I smoke. I know it's a bad habit, blah blah blah, all that bullshit. I don't need to hear all that. I hear all that shit out every day. I started out on Teen Stream. You can't smoke on Teen.
Right.
And yeah, Teen presented me to a larger audience, but it wasn't me. So I made the switch and I went to 18 plus. I sit and I smoke on stream and I'm just me. I show up and I wear suits. I enjoy wearing suits. I enjoy looking nice. I didn't do what I wanted when I first started. Is I played what I wanted, but I didn't stream on the rating I wanted, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Because there was times I would have to take a break and it's like, I need to get up and go smoke, blah, blah, or whatever. And I'd have to say, I'm just going to take a 5-minute break, blah, 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 whatever. Which is cool. I mean, it works. But for me, it was just like, no, I'm more comfortable on 18 plus. And honestly, I don't see a difference in viewership between teen or 18 plus. And that's always a debate. Well, you see more people more find you on teen than 18. Then that's about the discoverability. Guess what? It's not the platform's job to make you discoverable. So this all goes full circle, doesn't it?
So
amazing how that works.
if you had to pick, more of a question from me, if you had to pick the absolute heaven and the absolute hell of playing a character in their current states in Paladins, like you have no other option, who is your hell character and who is your heaven character? Genos is your hell character?
Yeah, fuck Genos. I don't like Genos, dude. He's not a healer. He's not a healer. He's an enabler character.
Yeah.
Heaven dude, it's a toss up between my new favorite love in Paladins, Furia, or my OG main, Kinessa.
Gotcha. I love Furia. Ever since you gave me that build and I started messing with that, like it's just, it's great heals. Man. She's great focused heals. But do you feel like there's a better option for team healer besides Grover?
No, she's better than Grover.
For team healing?
She's better than Grover.
Okay. Just because of the cooldowns, I assume?
And you always, and I've always said this about Paladins, the tank puts their ass on the payload. That's their job. They the big boy out there to soak up bullets.
Right.
The healer puts their ass on the tank. Because you got the one person in front of you that you cannot let die.
Right.
That's your wall. If they breach that wall, they coming in. But as a healer, your job is to look everywhere, all over the place.
Right.
Where's that Maeve that I need to pocket heal real quick? That Maeve's up in the air and I can shoot her a heal. She's done. She can go off and do her thing. I got Kinessa behind me. And again, this is team communication. And, Obi does it very well. Me and Obi, because she plays heals a lot. And I'll say, Obi, I'm behind you. I need to heal real quick. And I've seen visually her just heal our tank 2 seconds ago. So I know that heal's coming.
Right.
And I'm looking, okay, the tank's not damaged. That person over there is cool. They're cool. I need to let her know that I need to heal. So she'll instantly turn around and heal me.
Right.
So that's your job as a healer. It's not to just keep one person alive. It's to keep everybody alive.
The whole team. Yeah.
And nobody in the game right now can play, heal, and control point the way Furia does.
I would agree. I mean, with stuns, overall healing capabilities, the fact that you can heal from long range, like you just have a lot of opportunities through
Corvus
Furia.
is going to give her a run, but Corvus is not at her tier status. I don't think. I think he's a notch or two below tier status wise.
Gotcha. Does anyone else have any?
He's above Saris. He's above Genos, but he's not on the upper echelon. I don't think. And I'll have to wait and play him because I don't play on the PTS, even though I could.
Right.
I prefer to see the PTS. I'm sorry. I prefer to see it and then go through the changes after they make the changes and the nerfs and buffs and all of that after the PTS, and then get it on the console and have it fresh. That's just me though.
So one of the questions, who is one streamer you would collab with? And that, I guess, was for both of us.
Oh, I mean, I'm already collabing with you, sir. Jesus, that was easy. Like, who would I like my dream collab be with? Honestly, it could be anybody, man, because here's the thing. There are all streamers that we look up to. Whether they below you number wise, they above you number wise, for whatever reason or another. So there's no dream collab for me. Because at the end, they are a person, man. They're doing the same thing that we're doing, and they're a person at the end of the day. So it's not saying, okay, well, yeah, I'd love to collab with Dr. Disrespect. Because I mean, dude, that's him on stream. He's still a person away from the stream. Or like let's say Ninja, Ninja. I mean, yeah, he's Ninja, but that's not him away from the stream.
Right.
He's still a person. So to me, there's no dream collab with X streamer because I think that streamer and they got their thing that they offer to the table, and you got your thing that you offer to the table. So to me, there's no dream collab, if that makes sense. Because again, dude, I've co-streamed with Raw. We just did a co-stream last night with Tenacious Lee. I've co-streamed with Titus. I've co-streamed with Magic. That
was probably a hard one to plan.
He got up like stupid o'clock in the morning. What's up, Crimson? But he was willing to do it, and we're good friends. And I've co-streamed with Kitty Ass Claws. And dude, I've co-streamed with some people, but every time it's each person is different, and they bring something different to the table. So to me, there's no perfect or this person. I would rather collab with this person over this person type thing. Because everybody's different,
right?
For you, I mean, I don't know, but that's just my input on it.
I don't know if I have any one particular person. I feel like if I had to pick, Annoying Husband, thank you so much for the host. I feel like if I had to pick, I'd probably end up picking Cabby. Like if I were forced to pick a name. Sorry, what?
MetroBirdMan.
Oh yeah, no, but the same thing where I'm already collabing with the best, so I gotta, it's only downhill from there. But so I don't know. I'd probably pick Cabby just because, like, I remember when I first started streaming, that was one of the things. I was watching a whole bunch of toxic people on PUBG, just like making fun of people in chat and doing crazy stuff. And Cabby was really the only one who was just kind of like sitting there, just like, yeah, let's go, baby. Like just all more positive stuff.
Dude, Cabby's good. He's good people.
So I don't know. It was an inspiration. It's like, well, there are definitely people out there who are successful who are doing this. Yep. And, all of what I had seen that was successful previous was, Ninja and Dr. Disrespect and people who were just probably a little bit more, I would definitely say toxic. Right. And so, yeah, I mean, that would be a pretty awesome time. I feel like just getting to know them would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone else has any other questions.
Come on, what we got? Anything.
I would agree with that, Crimson, and I think
why did nobody ask me about my hair? Is what I want to know. No, nobody asked me about my hair. That's usually the first thing that happens.
Does streaming substitute for a social interaction in the internet age?
No. It's just another outlet.
Apparently Apache wants to know, and so does Dan.
No, I don't color my hair, Apache. You already know this. And why is my hair so great, Dan? I wish I knew the answer to that question. I guess I was just lucky enough. So actually just what I have is Apache said it the other day is it called a Malin streak, Apache? I believe that's what it's called. And it's actually hereditary. My grandmother had this same exact streak in her hair. I just never knew it because I'd only knew her when she had gray hair. Oh, Milan streak. There you go.
Deputy, every Wednesday and Sunday, ideally, if we can work them out. We do these every Wednesday and Sunday so far.
So yeah, I had never knew that this was it was hereditary. My grandmother had the same exact streak in her hair, and it skipped my mom and came to me. So there you go.
Fair enough. I know someone had asked a question earlier. If you could have a person who's dead, like a historical figure who is already passed away, come back and give you an epitaph from the dead as like a tweet, what would it be? Because I know you do those tweet integrations, like, it shows up on stream. So like, let's just say you're minding your own business, you're on a stream, you've already made your pick, and like all of a sudden George Washington gives you a comment.
I don't know, man. That's tough. I mean, I fangirled a little bit when Birdman followed me on Instagram. That was a moment. Yeah, dude, I actually got followed by Birdman on Instagram. I was like, oh my God, I screenshotted it and I posted it. I sent it to Apache on a DM. I was like, I might have fangirled a little. I mean, honestly, I don't know really though. Really, I mean, it's, because again, I think, like even with professional athletes, we idolize them. The one on Cabby I tweeted out though, that shit was pretty funny. Mixer mom, who's over like all of us at Mixer, she followed me too. I was like, son of a bitch, I can't do nothing to get in trouble no more. Son of a bitch. But like, I mean, I think we idolize these people, and like it would be cool to get a tweet, like, Birdman mentioned it or whatever, or like, I don't know, Michael Jordan or some shit. But at the end of the day, they people, man.
Right.
So to me, like, it really, I mean, it would be cool, but I mean, I can't say that there'd be one person, because again, they people just like us, just like me and you. They don't, they're gonna tweet, they're gonna tweet, who they gonna tweet to or whatever, and they're gonna follow you because of you.
Absolutely.
They not gonna, you gotta provide your own, you may look to them for inspiration. The same way that I did with Jerry and with Galen and with Sam Woodhall is, watching them be creative drove me to, use After Effects and learn Affinity.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they still people. So I don't say that, one's better than the other, because I think we idolize people for what they can do, but everybody's different.
Shroud and Ninja are probably mostly successful due to their historical, would say presence. Tech Junkie, thanks for the host. The historical presence in professional gaming. A lot of that, I mean, if you look at it, one, Shroud was in as a CSGO player. You're talking about literally world exposure, and yep. Ninja, the exact same thing, was playing in MLG for Halo 3 and did circuits around the country for years.
He did pro Halo from like day one. Halo, right? Wasn't it something like that?
I think it was Halo 3 as he started.
He was at 12 years old and was going to pro gaming things and shit.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that.
I knew it was Halo. I thought he went like MLG Pro in Halo 3, but I'm not positive.
Like that. He's just something. He got exposure through pro gaming.
Right. I mean, but a lot of these top tier people do have a level of pro gaming or developmental, like, hey, I worked on this game or that game, and that's their exposure, is some sort of world level of exposure, and that's fine. But like Metro said, you're creating your own, you're managing your own business. You can create your own exposure if you have the drive and the motivation to do it.
But Ninja did that. How many people in here knew? How many people in the world knew that Ninja was a pro Halo player before Ninja blew up? Very, very few people. Yeah, I mean, I knew, you knew, but very few people in the world knew that he was a ex-pro Halo player before Ninja blew up.
Right.
And he made himself discoverable. And he hit it at the right time, on the right platform, with the right game.
Right.
Literally the stars aligned perfectly for him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And he took full advantage of it.
Yep. Well, and that's just smart business. Timing is everything.
And he ain't dumb. Now, he played dumb, but he ain't dumb. Same with Dr. Disrespect. He an asshole on stream. I'll tell you something. That dude is wickedly smart off stream.
Right.
Same with any of them. So
to answer your question, Apache, we don't have a name that I've appointed. Apparently the stream has appointed it, rather the Morpheus chair or the throne. That's kind of the.
Know my name, I would give it.
the going of the community. Sure, absolutely.
And Apache's gonna know the minute I say this why. You need to name it Becky.
Oh, Becky Love Blue though.
No. Becky likes sticks. Becky likes long sticks. Let me smash. We actually have that for a Street Blues card. That actual little clip from the video.
That's yeah. I mean,
Becky, I got long sticks.
It's the same thing I got Becky Love Blue from. It's the same, the whole same series. Becky Love Blue, man.
So yeah, you should name her Becky. Name her Becky. Becky likes sticks. Let me smash. I love playing that shit. Like when I play Green Hill, because you know you have little sticks and then you got regular sticks and then you got long sticks. Becky likes the long sticks in Green Hill. Let me smash.
So Smurf had asked, are streams more than personality cults?
Yes, and yeah, I completely say yes, they are, because you're making a connection with somebody. Now, some are and some aren't. But for me, like for my stream, is you can ask Apache this. Apache's been one of the few people that is, she's been to cons with me. And I'm the very same off stream as I am on stream. A little bit more reserved at conventions just because the atmosphere. I don't like being around large groups of people. And Hammer, you've met me. You met me at South this year.
That was definitely noticeable, must say.
I'm pretty easy to fucking find, don't get me wrong. I'm tall as fucking shit and I wear a suit. Not gonna be hard to find at a con. But I'm a little bit more reserved at a con.
Yeah.
My energy on stream is amped up to like 11. My energy at a con is like at about 6. I'm loud, but I'm not in your face, like over the mic loud, I guess is the best way to put it. But I'm the same person, off stream and on stream.
And I'm always at 11. I'm just always at 11.
See, I tone things down when I'm at a con because I'm there to relax and to do business. So I'm not just in your face, loud screaming and hooting and hollering and shit. I'm there to watch and to do business. And I'm very much like that. Away from the stream, I watch everything. I watch every little piece that's moving, and I do it during the stream too. I mean, I watch every little thing. So, just like now, we working on secondary stuff for new merch and all of that. And I'm always working. And one thing that I've always said, and I don't mean this to dissuade, or what's the word I'm looking for? I don't say this to turn people off from streaming.
Yeah.
But if you think it's that easy as we make it look as professionals, go try it. You'll see.
Thanks, Whisper.
Go try it and you'll see. You'll see that it's not as easy as we make it look. We only make it look easy because we've been doing it for so long and we perfecting the craft.
Yeah. Well, and some people have a natural talent for it. Some people don't. I mean, there's always a piece that, helps you grow, helps you get better. Cass, thanks for the host. Nith, thanks for the host.
Every day.
I get that, Whisper. Thank you.
If you not learning something every day in this business, something's wrong.
Right?
Something is wrong.
Well, so
if you're not making that investment every day.
So to close out, if you had one last bit of advice for anyone, what would it be? Help them grow, help them, get started.
Don't be afraid to hit the button. So many people are terrified because you have this little thing right here in front of your face. And you have all of these lights and you got monitors, or even if you don't, even if you only got one of these and you got a fucking Xbox, you don't have to have $2,200 tied up in a PC and $200 studio lights and $500 DSLR cameras and $500 Go XLRs, and you don't have to have all that shit. Just don't be afraid to push the button and go.
Right.
Just push the button, be yourself, fucking laugh, have fun. You just gotta show up. But the smolder, well, we working on that. But
Well, I'll create a tutorial video for you. We'll get a make him watch. What is it? Tangled. We'll have you watch that scene from Tangled over and over and over and over again.
I guess I don't know. But there's so many people that like, oh well, what are people gonna think? Who gives a shit? Just hit the fucking button and go and have fun.
Right.
Don't give a fuck about what these people gonna come in and think. Don't worry if they gonna like you, because guess what? You on the internet. Not everybody gonna like you.
Right.
But that don't mean that there ain't nobody out there that like you.
That's absolutely right, Fat Burrito.
Hit the button and go have fun and just fucking do it.
I would agree.
When I talked to Bailey, looking back, I wish I'd have done it 2 years prior. No lie.
Absolutely.
And I debated for like a year, like, well, should I do this? Should I not? Man, maybe. And I watched Bailey and I thought, dude, damn, he makes this shit look easy. Like, damn. And then when I hit the button, I realized I had a fucking wake up call. Like, son of a bitch, this shit ain't easy.
There's always something to learn, always something to challenge you, and I think part of being a streamer and part of that whole transition into growing your business is to just challenge yourself, like you said earlier, that you wake up every day. What can I do more? What can I do better? What can I do to grow me, my community, my whatever you're trying to do at the day?
What can I do better for the community and myself?
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
Yep. And I think that's it. I think that's the bottom line, and it seems to be the case with a lot of the streamers that we've had on, is that it's always about challenging yourself to be more, and challenging yourself to get past your own insecurities or your own challenges.
And you can't do all of it yourself.
Yeah,
you can't. I have a amazing mod team. I have a small group. I have a very small group of mentors that I reach out to occasionally. And I also have a very, very good creative team. They're full of ideas, and you know what? Not all of them work. But if you can't do all of this yourself, you have to have a support system, and you have to have people to lean on. Again, like when Apache came in, she saw that the community needed to be held together until I got right in the head. And when I got myself right, the community was there, and it just took off. But I couldn't do it all myself. There's things that Apache does for me. She handles a lot of my social stuff. She handles all the mod stuff, and then she handles a lot of the Discord, because I don't have enough time. Even being a full-time streamer, working from like 8 till midnight, there ain't enough hours in the day, man. It's just not. You gotta find that support system and that one person that, I guess for the lack of better terms, the only way I can put it in, that wants to be the COO to your company.
Right.
And I'm very lucky that, I've got that person, and I've got the rest of the team, built around, that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's all the foundation of, not only the pillar that you bring, but the pillars that, provide the walls, provide the support to the community that you create, the house that you create, the home that you create.
I was about 10 years old. Wise man once told me, you can build the most beautiful house on the planet. And he said, if it's built on a shit foundation, it's still going to fall apart.
Yep.
That shit go on anything on this earth. You want to build it, you can build the most glorious community Mixer's ever seen. You build it on an unstable foundation, it's all gonna fall apart. So start at the bottom, make sure that shit's solid, get that core, and then build up from there. You'll never have to worry about it falling out of place.
Yeah. Well, I think that this has been incredibly insightful. Just absolutely fantastic to have you here. I really kind of pick your brain and, see what drives you, see what drives your community, what drives your team. And and really just understand it, understand different aspects of the mixer business. And so I can't thank you enough for your time of being here and offering your ideas, your mottos, your inspirations to us and to everyone here.
Sir, I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Just don't run across us in Paladins again.
Oh, well, maybe next time.
I love you, man. Don't do that to yourself, please.
I like a good challenge, man.
I felt bad for making your ass that red. By spanking you in Paladins. Don't do it again, sir. Just give up. Just stay in the base.
Well, I feel like this is a really good opportunity to say that in order to transition, I felt like a great community game that we could all get involved with. We were going to try and come back and end up trying to come back.
Cut my face off.
That wasn't me. It wasn't me. Smurfs having fun. It was my idea that in order to try and have a really, really great community day, that we would transition into playing Paladins to close. And so the rest of the day, we're going to have, anyone who wants to join in from, your community or our community, I'm going to move over to that and have a great night.
Awesome, sir. Awesome. I know we'll be on the Paladins here later. I've still got a little bit of work I got to finish up.
You do you, man.
Few emails I got to send out. But outside of that, I think I'll probably be on like the next hour.
Cool.
So if we got enough people, dude, we can run customs and we can swap out teams and all that. I mean, you know where to find me. You in my Discord, dude. We all hang out in the game room. So you bring the whole team in, man. We'll light them up and I'll let Crimson pull Rom out. I'll pull out McCuddles and we'll put the dual tank of death on y'all.
Bro, I got my McCuddles. I just got my McCuddles the other day. I was so excited.
You ain't got a Crimson with a ROM that sits in your McCuddles. Trust me, me and Crimson have made so many people mad with that McCoy ROM duo.
Right.
It's not fun to go against. It's not fun to go against. Literally, I sit there with McCuddles and Crimson just sits in my bubble and just shoots the shit out of everything that moves.
I ran into it actually. I think last night while I was trying to farm my shell shield, shielding challenge for the battle pass.
Right.
And I can't remember. It was like, I think it was on the fisherman or like that fish map, and it was literally them. Yeah, fish market, and it was literally just Makoa moving with ROM the entire time, and people just kept on laying into him. I'm like, oh my god, no, what are you guys doing? Like, just don't shoot the shield for 5 seconds and we'll kill them.
The problem is you can't shoot them because you want to shoot them so you get a shield down, but the problem is the shield go back up the faster you damage it. And so you gotta tell your team, don't shoot him. Let his shield go down. Just keep pressure, on him.
Yep.
And then you gotta do something quick in 12 seconds, because in 12 seconds that shield's coming back up, whether you want to or not.
Right.
And then you got ROM shooting in your face, so you better have some CC to combat those.
Yes, things. Whisper.
There's ways to beat it, but we'll let you figure those out. That's the fun of Paladin.
You just go in and wreck with Koga, man. You just get in there. I mean, what's he bound to do?
You can try that until I hook you, and then I pull you in front of that big machine gun. How many Kogas have we done that to, Crimson? I was like, come here, bitch. I grab him up and pull him right into Crimson. He did.
I make Koga toe jam lit.
Yeah, or he'll alt on Koga, and then I'll hook him and pull him in, and then by that time he's done. So.
Well, it's been a blast, Metro. Obviously, shout out to Apache 2 for helping us to make this happen.
Shout out to her. Shout out to the whole mod crew. Shout out to the whole BDC community for being what they are, being as amazing as they are. Shout out to you yourself for having me on. Shout out to your community for being here, because you guys are coming in not only giving that man's up there, that man over there. You giving that man right there your time. You giving me your time, and you giving everybody in that chat your time.
So thank you guys all. If you haven't had the opportunity, could we get a shout out for MetroBirdMan in chat, so that way people have an easy link to click? Feel free, drop them a follow. Just click on that beautiful thing.
Put the name in on Twitter, man. You find me anywhere you won't find me.
Scroll on down there. Give them a little hearty heart. and make it happen. But I'm gonna stop the interview portion of this. I'm gonna take a short break, and then when we come back, we're gonna be on Paladins. So join in,
sir.
stick around.
Love your face.
No, I love your face. Do we have any love your faces? Oh, we've got a couple love your faces out there, don't we? Anyone?
We best.
Anyone at all?
Bet you.
We get some love your faces.
We got some love your faces.
There we go. There's some love your faces.
Somebody got them. Somebody got them love your faces. They better.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go. There we go.
One last thing to close. Can I get you to say wow?
Wow. is you want that one, or do you want the one when I'm playing Paladins?
Yeah, that one too. That one, both of them.
Wow. It's a little bit different.
Perfect.
It's got a little bit more twang on it.
Awesome. Well, it's been great having you, Metro. Thank you for the time, and everyone else. We'll be back very, very shortly.